All right, so I'm going to try to write over this study guide on my little tablet here and talk through this thing. Uh-oh, don't want that. Okay, number one here is the relation of function. Look, when you're asked this question, just look at your x's. All right, you got a 13 that spits out an 8. Then you've got a you got a 15 that spits out a 7, a 6 and a 2, a 7 and a 7. And then look, you got a 15 here and a 15 here as inputs, right? One time you get a 7 as an output, one time you get a 3 as an output. Does that work? It doesn't work. All right, your definition of a function is in your notes. So if you need it, look at it. Number two, each input has to have its own output. So look at these, look at this mapping diagram. The 3 maps to the 14, the 8 to the 10, the 11 to the 12, and the 14 to the 8. Does that work? Yes, it works. Good. And then number 3, what is the equation of a line in slope-intercept form? Remember that slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Well, they're giving you the m, and they're telling you the y-intercept is at 0, -12. So there's your b. Okay? So the equation is y equals 5/4 x, and then that's a -12. Everybody good with those 3? All right, very good, very good. Number 4, write an equation in slope-intercept form. What are the slope and y-intercept? We talked about this problem yesterday. This has to be manipulated. We got, here's what I mean. We got -5x plus 9y equals -12. We got to put it in this form though, down here. We got to put it in y equals mx plus b. So you add 5x to each side. The 9y falls down. Can you add 5x to 12? Can't, can you? So look, the 5x goes right here, and then the -12 goes over here. And now everything gets divided by 9, meaning the left side and everything on the right side. So y equals 5/9 x minus 12 divided by 9, 12/9. What goes into 12 and 9? 3. 3 goes into 12 4 times, and it goes into 9 3 times. There's your answer. And then, is there a number 5 on that page, or is that it? Okay. All right, so then here's the next side. All right, so number 1 over here. Ooh, that's hard to see. You got f of x. We're finding the function of 4. So that's going to be equal to 4 times 4 plus 5. So your function of 4 is going to be equal to 16 plus 5. So your function of 4 is going to be equal to 21. Number 2, you're going to find your function of -1. So we got 4 times -1 plus 5. 4 times -1 is -4 plus 5. And -4 plus 5 is 1. So your function of -1 is +1. All right, determine whether y varies directly with x. Remember, if y varies directly with x, then y equals a constant times x, or y divided by x equals a constant, which means the same thing every time, right? So 30 divided by 6, that's 5. 120 divided by 24, that's 5. 480 divided by 96, that's 5. And I would check them all, guys. 1920 divided by 384. Nope, that equals 5 too. So determine whether y varies directly with x. So this would be yes. Find the constant of variation and write the equation. All right. Your constant of variation is going to be 5. So y equals 5 times x. In this second table of values, 6 divided by 2 is 8 divided by 3 is not 3, is it? It's not 3. So no. And then number 5 over here, they're asking you again to determine whether y varies directly with x. That means, can we write that equation in this form or this form? That's the question. So number 5, we got -4y equals -7x. Well, you can divide both sides by -4, and these would cancel, and y would equal 7 over 4 times x. And if y equals 7/4 x, then that's a yes, isn't it? Because it's in one of those two forms. Y equals a constant times x. And if so, find the constant of variation. Well, your constant is 7/4. In number 6, 7y plus 2x equals 1. If we subtract 2x from each side, then 7y equals -2x plus 1. Does that, or can that be in the form of y equals a constant times x? No, remember, because look, it's got this plus 1 out here. That's not allowed to be out there, is it? So that's a no. That makes it a no. All right, and then number 7, I'll do right here. If y equals 43 when x equals 86, we put 43 over 86. Y over x equals, what is y when x equals 82? Well, if we did y over x, we got to do y over x. And then we're going to crisscross multiply. We're solving a proportion. So 86y equals 43 times 82. 3526. And then divide both sides by 86. And y equals 41. Number 8, you do the same way. And since number 8, you do the same way, I'm going to let you do that one on your own, and you can check your answers. They're on the back of that study guide. Okay? So this is a great opportunity for you to take a 12-question quiz tomorrow, and hopefully everybody gets 100. Really bring your grade up. All right? Really bring your grade up. So let's spend maybe the next 15 minutes or so going back, do these problems again without looking at your notes. Okay? It's just a way to practice them so that you'll be better at it tomorrow. Check your answers. If you have any questions, come see me, ask me. Everybody good?